I'm Dave Shaw, President and CEO of Shaw & Associates. For over 70 years, Shaw & Associates has been your trusted experts for wealth management, tax, accounting, and payroll. We change lives and inspire true wealth, one person, one family, one business at a time. Shaw & Associates is a wealth management investment firm that specializes in taxes, serving as a fiduciary, putting your interests first. You can find more information or schedule an appointment by calling 530-674-1150 or on the web at shawassociatesinc.com. Shaw & Associates is proud to support community radio.
We are so grateful for David Shaw and what he does for community radio. And if you'd like to support community radio, it's easy. You just go to 93qradio.com and hit the donate button. So this morning, Sutter County One Stop, the name is exactly what it implies. One stop, everything you need to get a jobby job. And so...
That's a new tagline. I'm adding it. Good morning, Bob.
How are you?
I'm good. Thankful to be here, as well as representing Sutter County One Stop.
I told you when you came in, I get your email, and you always email me and kind of tell me what, because sometimes not everything you guys have is a job, but it's things to help you get a job.
Yeah. Yes.
Or like you have a debt reduction,
Yes.
or you'll have different things like that.
Yes.
But today, I literally am holding in my hand, and I only printed 4 of them. Only 4. And you had a whole listing. Man, if you live in Yuba Sutter and somebody tells you that they can't get a job, and they've not been the one stop, or there are so many jobs available. And when I say that, Tamra, at all different levels. I was reading one of them. They would like you to have an associate of arts degree, or it's not called a teaching credential.
Para-educator, and then the assessment.
Right. So there are some that have that. Others will train you. I mean, clean up, go to work. Yeah. Right? I mean, I'm on a roll this morning.
We've been on one.
Then I noticed there were 2 separate employment agencies, and one time I got invited to an event, and I think it was Express, but we have Express Employment Agency and Rush Employment Agency, and they've got a ton of jobs.
Right. Well, and then the Plus Group as well.
Yeah,
and the Plus Group hosts for the medical field and the teacher, the para-educators, and a lot of their contacts are out of Marysville, their school district there. And so, yes, Express Pros right now, they're hosting events for Sunsweet Growers. Sunsweet Growers is also on location where these job fair events are. And then Rush Personnel hosts several events for job placement. And then, of course, the Plus Group. So when folks are saying, yeah, but it's just temporary, but lately that's your foot in the door. Show up for them. Be a part of what they're asking you to do. When you do a great job with the company that hires you through the staffing agency, then the company has the opportunity to hire you direct. It's the same story with folks when it's on call or per diem. Yeah, but I need more hours. I understand. But making yourself available when they need you awards you more hours when they see that dependability and reliability. So when you ixnay an idea, but it could lead to future doors opening.
Yeah.
Right now, a lot of our folks, you just have to be creative. You have to be open-minded. If you come into the Sutter One Stop and say, this is all I want to do, it's going to be a lot harder to get you onto that path with the different stepping stones if you listen to the ideas that we have for you, and then that will create the path for you to get to that goal. But
it's
not 24-hour turnaround.
I was a retail manager for a season, and we'd hire back to school help, right? Because it was a men's clothing store, and we would hire Christmas help. As a manager, I knew this gave me the dollars to hire extra employees. Then I could pick out the best salespeople, pick out those people that were ready for management, because it was always who you were going to train to be in management, and then district supervisor, whatever they called them.
Yes.
They would come, and then they would pull the people you trained to be managers, which was kudos for you. But the thing is, then if you take a temporary job, a seasonal job, there is the opportunity that if you're a good worker, you're going to be working beyond that season.
Yes.
We kept a lot of people because we had, in the area, we had like 4 stores. So we were able to transfer them to other stores and even outside the area if they were willing to travel. Because the company was looking for good people.
Yes.
And, you know, you get somebody in that knows what they're doing, that's great. But if you get somebody in that's willing to learn, that's actually better.
Right. And then just being motivated, showing up and bringing that positive energy, that vibe. Because if you're just there to collect a paycheck, that is not helping anybody. And it's your team. It sabotages your team, because everyone is willing to do the work and everyone is bringing in that positive energy. And if you're going to be the ho-hum, it's crushing.
Yeah, stop and drink 3 cups of coffee before you go in. Hey, I'm here. What do you need?
Oh my gosh! And you say that, and I just have a
That's
client
my
right
advice,
now.
not Tamra's.
I know. Oh my gosh, there are stories, but just when a candidate comes in with that kind of energy, it's like, oh boy, have I got ideas for you.
Yeah.
When you're here because someone told you need to get a job, it's like, well, I'll pour into you what you pour into you.
So I do want to ask you, because of what we're talking about, one of the papers that you sent me, actually I think 2 of them did, they literally talked about that seasonal, this is a seasonal job fair. So these are the things where they hire people for the season, but they could get hired back if they come every season or what?
That too.
Can you talk about that for a minute?
Okay, so the seasonal opportunities, usually it's obviously during the farm work time frame, the production, the harvesting, and then the processing. Even though they're temporary, that it could be 2 to 3 months worth of income where you're thinking, well, I'm not going to bust myself for just this small time frame, but when you do a good job, they'll call you back. So I've worked with clients that have had a partnership with SunSuite for 5 years. And on your resume, that shows that continuum partnership for 5 years. You can say seasonal work, but the fact that they call you back shows your value to that company. But then when they have those long-term posts, you're one of them that are on the foremost of their mind because they know your work, they see your value. But you're creating these relationships with the business, you're creating the relationships with the staffing agency you're on their payroll truly, but you're creating a network with like-minded folks where you're working, and you can be in community and you could just mention, this is where I'm at, this is what I'm doing right now, and that can open a door into new avenues as well. When there's high motivation, there's big momentum, you're feeling good about what you're producing each day, that vibe carries through. It shows your self-advocacy, and that's what folks want as well. You're looking to achieve and to grow. That's what companies want to see.
I worked for a company that I think they were really smart. It was a construction company. And so during the winter season, they always had to lay people off because we couldn't do our job in the rain.
Right.
But I was amazed, and I got held over one year, and I was like, wow, you know what? If you're a good employee, they will find something for you to do. They had me doing all kinds of work that was prep for the next season, and there was like 2 or 3 of us because they didn't want to lose you.
Yes.
They wanted to make sure when they came into the next production season, they had people that produced. And so you can't think just because I signed up for a seasonal job, they may keep you. If you're really good, they might say, look, we're going to find something for you to do because you're valuable. And you're the one that makes yourself valuable.
Yes. Yep.
Man, I'm like preaching to the choir.
Well, hopefully those that aren't in the choir are listening.
They're singing. I got a job.
Right? Oh gosh. Yeah, there's just stories, but they're here. We're here to help, and so and then just, gosh. If you come to Sutter One Stop and we say that we don't have anything for you, I just try again, come a different day. I don't know what's happening, but just not giving up. And the Sutter One Stop, between the job resources, the team, the training options, if you are eligible for some of those programs, and those programs right now, the dislocated worker for certain. If you are in the middle of a business closure or a serious layoff, if you've been laid off, we got our first call, Bob.
I'm telling you.
If you are experiencing a layoff, and it was several of you on the team, it's the Sutter One Stop. We have these grants available to help to explore what the next role would be for you if you want that training. We've got our health careers coming up. So the CNA program, July and August, those classes are full, but they're starting to create a new schedule for that September, possibly October. We have the LVN class that starts January 2027. The applications are now available at Sutter One Stop. It has a list of the prerequisites, what you need to accomplish, and then the application is due August 31st. If you see these prerequisites and you figure, I've got a lot of work to do to get this application in, what then happens is, if you have a notice from whatever class you're participating in, if you have a test date for whatever those test requirements are, you can still submit your application, and then you have 3 more months to get those pieces accomplished. So not to be overwhelmed with what the prerequisites are, but to start to plan for that success.
Yeah.
So you're a part of that LVN. And then also what we have, so the parts of our program, we can help with some of the class curriculum and the books, the text, maybe some of the supplies. We're not able to help with the tuition, but the resources to be successful in the class is what we can help with. And that's a lot of our training principles. It's, you create the path of what you want, and let's see how we can help support that idea. And it's just, we don't have the plan for what you want, but you come in and we talk about what you want, and then we help guide the direction for that to happen. When someone comes in, I want a training, what do you have? It's like, yeah, no, that's not it, because I could give you 50 ideas and you could poo-poo all of them. That's not what I want. I don't want to do that. I have no interest in that. What are you thinking? I don't know. You said this. I'm supplying that.
Well, there's another, all right, so I like my job.
Uh-huh.
I like what I do,
Yeah.
right? I just don't like getting up early. But
well, friend, that's the path you chose.
that is. But my point is this, and you and I have had this conversation. If you're on a job that you don't like, however, you're a good employee. Mm-hmm. You don't like it, but you're going to go to work, you're going to get the job done, but you really would like to do something else.
Yes.
One Stop is also available to you if you want to move from one career to another, and they can guide you through the process. And I think sometimes, look, to be a great employee, and every sole proprietor, right?
Yeah.
Small mom and pop business. They're looking for people who have a passion about what they do the same as they do.
Yes.
And that is difficult. So if you're in a job, let's say, honestly, you're in a job that is office work, but you go home and you cook up a storm. You just love to cook.
Yes.
I'm telling you, go to One Stop. They will figure out a way to get you connected so that you can do your passion and still get paid, right? And I just think it's important. I sometimes, Tamra, you've been talking about attitude and that if you got to drag yourself to work, I'm proud of you for having a job. I'm proud that you drag yourself in there. So you already have qualities that are incredibly valuable.
Yes.
Now let me move you to something you love doing.
Yes.
Bingo.
Yes.
So
that's it. And then sometimes I get the reach out. I just can't do this anymore. I just need to quit, and my bells are going off. No. Don't quit. Get something else lined up. Let's get your resume polished. Let's look at what your interests are, what you know you're good at, what are the transfer skills, because that's it also. You might be in this line of work, but now you want to bounce into that, and then you think, I've never done that job before. No, but your transfer skill is what they're going to hear and what they're going to see and listen to. And even if it isn't a paid experience, I can't disclose all of my clients and their stories, but I've seen it. You've got this experience, you haven't used it for several years, but you still have that passion to use those skills. That's what you put on the resume. And then it's, well, I haven't done it in forever. Then create the letter of introduction that shows this is what I've accomplished back in my time. These are the skills that I would bring to you now, and I'm confident I can pick up exactly with what you need from me. And it's having the courage, it's having that, I use the word self-advocacy, because if you don't promote yourself and allow us to help with the wording, allow us to help with what that polish is, so that you move forward into those next steps. Because if you don't have the self-confidence, then you're right. You're going to flounder when they want to ask about your skill because you don't think you have skill. We're going to fix that conversation. We're going to show I have 5 years of this, 7 years current in this role, and this is how these pieces talk to each other to make you move, to have you move forward into the next step. I try to be careful with, you have to do this. It's like, no, you're an adult. You would want to do this. It would be a good idea to do this, but you're right. You're old enough to not have someone tell you what to do. Unless they're paying you, then that's your job, and you do what they tell you what to do. Well, and you can't go to
One Stop and they say, "What's your skill set?" And you go, "I just want to tell people what to do." And it's like, so I should be in management, and it's like, well, it doesn't quite work that way.
Yeah, I know.
Do you have a job where I just get to tell people to work?
Yeah.
And I just sit there and I tell them what to do.
Yeah.
And it's like, well,
no.
You could earn a position like that, but that's still not good leadership. And that's still probably, they'll quit doing what you want them to do. So you have to you have to learn how to work with people.
Yes.
And then, I can get you that job. Once you...
Well, I follow, there's workshops and there's events that I participate in just for my continued education and learning. And Disney has the model, no matter who you are when you interview, everyone starts as a street sweep, that you understand the park, you know the rules, that yes, you will get disgusted by gum, and yes, it will be your job to make sure no one's pulling Tigger's tail, but you have to own this role before you move forward. And it always just really stuck with me that you all have to pay your due respect in an effort to understand what it is that your program supports, and then you get to evolve and move in, because now when your street sweep comes to you and has a difficulty, you know what it is to be in their shoes, and you will have understanding of what they're asking, that it's just not mayhem, just get out there and do your job. It's, oh, I hear you, we will take steps to make this right kind of mindset. And that's good leadership right there too.
Well, it's that proverbial, you know, if you don't know how to follow, you don't know how to lead.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, the next people coming up that you're working with, you don't have the expertise of the job. Mm-hmm. I've always admired companies that do that, Tamra, that they have you start at the lowest level so you know the job. And companies that, you find people and they're very successful. And if you actually sit down with them and hear their story, they didn't start out successful. But there's always this. I was always willing to learn.
Yes.
And I wasn't afraid to work hard.
Yes.
And that is such a key to successful people, right?
Yeah, it really
because
is.
of that. Well, I don't want to take too much more of your time, so tell me what
Oh.
you got on the list since we talked about what I want to talk about.
know. Well,
I just want to tell people what to do.
Well, you're leading me that path right now. He's telling me what to do. All right, so here we go. So Express Professionals partnering with Sunsweet Growers, and they have their job fair events. I want to make sure I get the locations accurate. The next one coming up is July. Wait a minute. Where are we today? Oh gosh, today's July 24th. Oh, well, that flyer's old. But still contact Express Professionals, right? These dates were July 16th, July
I just saw
20th.
that.
I know.
It's
I'm
old.
like, oh,
However,
old news.
Express
Embarrassing.
Professionals, some people
Still
may have
hosting.
applied, some people went to work and
Right.
decided, this job isn't really for me.
Yeah.
So I would still contact them because they may still
Right.
have openings.
And they actually will be in Gridley specifically next week. Oh, where's that flyer? I
July
have-
27th.
This is what my desk looks like. Oh, yeah. Is that what you
Yeah,
have?
they'll be there Monday, July 27th, this coming Monday, from
Okay.
8 to noon, and that's at 26 East Evans, Reamer Road
Okay.
in Gridley.
Good. Thank
And
you
more
for having
information
that.
at 533-5800. 533-5800.
And that would be Express Professionals' phone number. So Sutter One Stop, 822-5120. And then that will get you connected. Our office address, 875 Harter Parkway. That's the new
The
building
gorgeous
in
new
Yuba City.
office. Tamra
Yay.
has finally arrived.
The elevator and the water, man, those are my bestest favorite. Let's see, we have our job fair coming up in October, and I know it seems, that's quite a ways away, but it's just less than 3 months. So I would say start to prepare, attending our job readiness workshops, attending our effective interview workshops. We do have a workshop scheduled October 6th for preparing for the job fair, specifically what to expect. We've got a list of companies, getting connected with Sutter One Stop. The website, SutterOneStop.com. You can find us Facebook, Instagram, but as you connect with us at the SutterOneStop.com website, there's a job resource page that connects you to our newsletter. So when you see me, if you're social media, if you hear me, I'm scattering through my papers trying to find the right page of what I'm speaking of. All of this is in our newsletter, and if you sign up for the newsletter, everything that I'm speaking of and what Bob is mentioning, it's in your email at your fingertips. And so I would just encourage you, weekly that newsletter comes out. We have entry-level positions that those jobs pop up once a week as well, and it's separate than the newsletter, but it's just continuing to allow folks to get notifications. This is what's going on. This is the new job that we just got. And then not to limit what you can do. We just received, this is Estes Trucking. It's based out of West Sacramento, but it's high-paying jobs. And if you have transportation to get to West Sacramento, they have dock clerks, they have delivery drivers, they have over-the-road Class A drivers. So you don't have to be a Class A. You can have a passion to be a delivery driver and then working through this trucking company, and then perhaps they would train you for the Class A. I'm just trying to think of how to get connected, how to find the work, the role that's perfect for you. Not wait until you see a job. Go where you want to work and express you want to work there with them.
Yeah, I just think, I think there comes a time, and I know I'm this way with my grandkids even.
Okay.
I'd do anything to help them get a job, right? Because, they want things,
Yes.
right? My oldest grandson is running the board and doing some play-by-play for the Freebirds. He loves sports. So it was just a
So
perfect
good.
fit to get him out there to
Yes.
get to do it, and he's really good at it.
So fun.
I don't want to say that because then his head will get big. No,
Yeah.
but I do think sometimes, sometimes it's actually who you know. Mm-hmm. And if you think about it, if you want to work someplace and you go there all the time, just, hey, I just want to
Yes.
remind you, I'd like to work
Yes.
here. They
Yes.
will get to know you.
Yes.
So there
Yes.
are ways to get in and get a job that you want.
Right.
And so I just think if you're not working, go to the one stop.
Yeah. Well,
If you want to work. If you don't want to work, don't waste
yeah,
their time.
Right. Well, and that's the thing, right? It's like when I have clients, well, clearly it's who you know, then be known.
Yeah.
What can you do so when you approach, it's, hey, we haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. You want to be where they call you by name to be able to say, well, we really don't have anything right now. But when you walk in and now they have a need, who, what? Oh, yeah, John, he keeps coming in. Let's see if we still have his information on file. Let's have him come in. It's all of it. It's not allowing yourself to lose momentum. You can be discouraged. I say this all the time, but don't give up hope because there are roles for you. You just kind of have to be exploratory for a quick minute to see what else would be a good fit.
Well, if nothing else, you can tell them, listen, I'll volunteer for you because I want to find out if I want to do this job.
Yes.
And I think that's important to know that there are options that you might not be able to think of. But if you go to the one stop, Tamra has got a head full of options.
Gosh, I've got pages of options.
All right, Tamra Macy, our very own Sutter County One Stop in their new beautiful building in association with the Sutter County Superintendent of Schools.
Yes.
That whole operation's there. I
Yes.
got a chance to tour that. That is an amazing facility.
It's beautiful.
So if nothing else, you'll get to go see a great facility where you can see the kinds of training that are going on right here in our community.
Yep.
And that
Yes.
is at
Sutter County One Stop, Superintendent of Schools, 875 Harter Parkway here in Yuba City.
and the phone number
822. 822-5120.
See, Tamra, I just got a job telling somebody what to do.
I know. You totally did. I see how you made that work.
Oh, thanks, Tamra.
Thank you, Bob.
This community interview is made possible by Shaw and Associates.
I'm Dave Shaw, President and CEO of Shaw and Associates. For over 70 years,